Kevin, you're live, buddy.
You guys missed that. His prep there. Oh man.
His little prep throws his coat down. Kevin, say hi, man.
Hi, man.
And just for proof to everybody that I'm actually real and I'm out of jail, here I am.
That's Tanner.
Sam speaking.
It says no.
I'm back. I'm fine, and I'm ready to do some good old shots of wine. Hey, buddy.
Hey, buddy.
Oh, we got someone in here talking about how the OPP doesn't need to be vaxxed. Fuck the OPP. Ready for a shot? We having a shot?
Why is it saying I can't get live?
Because you're not alive, brother. You're just hanging out, dude.
We kings.
What happened to the protest? It's going on downtown right now. Hello, thanks, Kelly. Yeah, it's going on downtown right now. There's a big party. I'm tired. Not sure if I'm going. Mel's in here. Don't know if Dave's in here or not. But yeah, Mel, take care of the trolls.
Take care of the trolls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come say hi.
People.
Come say hi.
Boys. Fighting for freedom.
And girls.
And
You
girls,
misogynistic anti-vaxxer.
Sorry, I'm racist.
I'm racist.
I'm guilty as charged with racism.
Tell him your name, Valor.
My name's Keegan Pizza. My truck got towed and we're fucked.
Yeah, yes, best answer. But he's got a place to stay tonight, so it's all good.
Tonight, we're fighting for what we believe in.
Your truck
Hang on,
got
I'll
towed.
send you a picture.
Yep.
Can I
She
text you
got
this?
me.
Oh yeah.
Get her back tomorrow.
Hope so. That's the plan.
Well, I didn't get any vehicles towed, but my body got towed the fuck out of the protest when they grabbed me and they dragged me, and now I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it in my legs, a little bit in my wrists and stuff. They hog-tied me, which was pretty funny, not gonna
they
lie.
actually?
Yeah, they hog-tied me like fucking pig roast, right?
That's crazy.
I didn't get charged, no, because there's nothing to charge anybody with. It's an optics thing, right? It's a made-up optics thing. I didn't get charged. I didn't get charged. Quit asking. I didn't get charged. I got incited with freedom though. Yep. They drove me 20 kilometers out of town and dropped me off by a shopping center. So not just necessarily in the cold, but as soon as I got out of the paddy wagon, they gave me a fucking a mask. They're like, if you're going to that mall, here. I'm like, what makes you think I'm an anti-masker? You guys are just profiling me with like some blanket statements? Anyways, I burnt the mask, went in there without one, said, hey y'all, give me a cheeseburger. First thing I did when I got released is I straight up went and had some A&W. Then I like totally forgot to call my mom and tell her. I'm like, holy shit. She was freaking out, dude.
Yeah. It was I don't even know what time.
Yeah, so they dragged me into the crowd. As you've seen in the video, they just reached out, they grabbed me, they pulled me in, right? They pulled me into the crowd. And when they pulled me into the crowd, they just dragged me in. They dragged me in, and then they put me face first into the ground. The one guy had his knee on my neck, the other guy had his knee on my leg, and it was pretty painful. Took me down faster than my ex-boyfriend, and yeah, so he was really brutal, and my arm was pinned underneath me, and they kept screaming for me to move my arm. They're like, move your arm. Like, get your fucking arm. Get your fucking arm. Like, dude, my arm's under my body. You're gonna have to get your big old ass off.
Hey, you're gonna miss out on the fun.
Oh, what are you shotting? Shot skis? Hold on, boys.
Alright, shots.
Hey, get in here, you handsome fuckers.
To all our freedom to get in their trucks back, to all the fuckers sitting in jail and fucking getting arrested, and everybody who's been there done that.
And to all the trolls in the comment sections that are getting moderated right now, that sit at home and have done nothing for this country.
Pinky up, pinky up, pinky up.
Here's to the
Here's the
haters.
cat.
Here's to Sam and Kevin. Here's to my ex-boyfriend.
Thank you.
Ooh, that's solid. That's good shit, man.
That's nothing but the best.
That's Harana.
Now what do we got? Is that butter?
Yeah. It's also a nice washer downer of that.
I like that. Yeah, I just had a little bit of water because I'm used to having
Okay,
water.
everybody, this is the first time in my life I've had the penthouse for over a week, so I decided to treat us to a whole shooter, bro. As irresponsible
Come
as
here,
I
come
am.
here, Plex, come here.
Hey.
Oh, you're in your live stream right now.
We're the ones
Hi.
that are making a difference. 20. Love you all.
Boys, we'll be back. We're gonna grab our buddies who are down in the room
I'm just
downstairs,
one
and
of
then we'll be
many.
right back.
I'm just taking all the love for
Yeah,
that.
sounds good.
Okay.
It'd be a really
Hey Sam,
tough deal
we'll be
to
right
say
back.
who's,
We're gonna grab our buddies, okay?
Sam, who do you
Just
think?
make sure it's quiet when they come. When you
Well,
guys get
it's
back.
only two of
Okay.
them. We'll be
Wait,
good.
wait.
We'll be like maybe 20 minutes or so.
Awesome.
Get it. Get out.
All right, see you guys in a little bit.
We're having a moment.
Hey, thanks for everything, eh?
No problems, boys.
Yeah, young fellas.
See you guys
Hey,
in a
guys.
little bit.
That's the difference,
Don't
right?
let your dick run your life or ruin your life.
Oh, yeah,
That's all I tell you.
We'll try not.
The
to.
best
You want that
salutation
car
you get is
right
skin your
now?
penis.
What's that?
Skin your penis.
That's right.
Your penis, buddy.
That's an Andrew Lutz.
Okay, here.
Wait, right?
2 big tits, no zits.
Also nice.
Hey, 2 unzipping flies and blowing guys. Right?
Oh man. No. No, 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 no. No, no.
Bottle rip, bottle ripple. Let it rip, bottle rip.
Isn't that nice?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, give me the room key.
I don't have the room key, buddy. Oh, buddy pal, old dude friend.
That's just anybody's
Are you
shirt.
sure? Are you sure?
This one swipes through the butt cheeks. Remember, hold that with your soul.
Did that mic go on the floor?
Don't choke. Don't choke on all that.
Don't go yet. Don't go yet, Kev.
Why do we not know?
Oh, we got another shot.
You guys don't know me.
Celebration. Celebration for getting arrested.
You want to get arrested one more time?
Very soon.
One more time.
Very soon. Very soon. We'll go out
Life
for a cigarette
Life or
and we'll
death.
scream at
Let's
walls.
see what the gay guy
It
is.
seems very busy. Tanner, your life is too busy for me. And if anybody knows me, you know how busy I
You
am.
can't read it all. You can't be in it all,
Straight
dude,
jacket,
all the time,
full
man.
Alright, guys, we're gonna have a shot.
Okay, cheers, John. That's one more shot.
Alright, what's this one gonna do?
Here's your glass.
You still my glass in the sink?
That was literally you.
That was you, man.
That was all you, brother.
I don't think I you ever.
I guess it's just Sam's toast this time.
Well, here's to you and here's to me and the best friends I hope we'll be, but if by chance we disagree, well, fuck you and here's to me.
Ah, yeah.
That has a bit of the cream dip.
Banana now.
Yeah, creme de cacao and some banana. It's all drinkable.
Want to have one more? Is that butter ripple? We didn't have a butter ripple yet, or did we?
Yeah.
We did? What's that one? What's that? Carrot top? Fuck, I don't remember. We should have a DeMario smoker too in a bit.
Well, I hear that train rolling all down this damn road. I hear the train coming, it's rolling around the bend. I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when. Oh, I'm stuck in Folsom Prison, and time keeps dragging on. But I train keeps rolling all down this damn road.
All right.
Saru.
Cheers, yeah.
That's fucking minty.
There you go. That's the trifecta plus one.
Thank you, Sam.
Yeah, so I'm no longer arrested, as you can tell. I'm safe. I'm fine. They definitely were pretty aggressive with me today. They pulled me into their herd of soulless stormtrooper antics, and I was fine. I was fine. I stayed calm, held the line. I got pulled into their line. I'm so fucking good at holding the line that I got pulled into their line. And if you haven't seen the video yet, I suggest you go check it out, as it's a banger. The whole thing, it's 4.5 hours of straight up standing up to tyranny. So when it happened, when it went down, I was just back to them like this, holding the line. They're shoving me. The crowd waves, because the police come this way, the crowd goes that way, and then we go back like this, right? So I'm like this, and the guy shoves me really hard. I go like this, then you see me again. And then all of a sudden, the one guy picking a fight with me, the same cunt from earlier, he comes up and grabs me, pulls me into the herd, into the flock of zombies, which it felt like. It was a wall of these tactical police. And they pull me in and they basically trample me. You're all walking with me. Blah, blah, blah. They put me on the ground. The one guy like I said, he puts his knee onto my neck. The other guy puts his knee onto my leg. And then they're just like straight up facing the ground. My arm's pinned underneath me and the guy's screaming at me, roughing me up, pushing me. He's like, give me your fucking arm. I'm like, dude, I can't give you my arm because my arm is pinned underneath me. And then he keeps screaming. Like, he's the one freaking out. These are the guys with all these men and a couple women in control of my body. And they're screaming at me and they're freaking
The
out.
story. I forgot you even had that.
Well, I'm remaining calm. And then all of a sudden, when they all went, all of a sudden it was just the two officers handling me after I was hogtied like a goddamn pig roast. And I look up, and then all the other officers are gone, and they're all walking this way,
and I was on the other side of the police line. I was in the no man go zone. And it felt like in the video game, when you go outside of the programmed area and you get stuck outside of the invisible wall, that's what it was like. I felt like my soul left my body when they pulled me into their soulless
You were seeing it through their eyes.
I was like, I'm a cop now. Are you going for a dart?
Yeah.
Ooh, I might have to join you. I'll come down in a second, join you.
The guy got slippers.
Darts? Where's my darts there, bud?
Where's me there?
Lord Thunder and Jesus by me the lighter.
Got you later. I'm gonna play a song. I'm gonna rip down that elevator. It's the fastest elevator in the West.
Pretty good. Those two boys that were just in here got stuck in that elevator.
I'm so glad we're not in Ottawa anymore and we've moved to Montreal. You want this lighter?
That was some fine traveling.
And you'll have a dart down there for me?
I don't. There's another pack here somewhere.
I'll find
Sharon's got smoke, right?
Yeah.
Alright, Sharon. I'll be down in a moment.
Okay.
Could play a song, then we're going down for a dart.
I thought you were gonna be like play it on the elevator. Now you're gonna make something.
I'm gonna play an elevator. I got bigger feet. I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good on bigger feet. I'm good on bigger feet. Alright. I'm gonna play a little song for y'all. Folsom Prison Blues. It's my favorite song. It's very, very suiting today for being in the back of a paddy wagon. I actually, once I was done being processed, they put me in the back of the paddy wagon, and it was really funny. They opened the door of the paddy wagon. I go into the back of the paddy wagon, and when I walk inside, you should see the sight that I beheld. The sight that I beheld was 4 Christian boys and 1 French hippie. And they're sitting in the back, and they just got these smirks on their faces, as I did. And I get in the back, I'm like, hey, fellas, and I had these guys fucking howling, talking about communism and Trudeau and how he's got a little wiener and all this stuff. I was talking about how the police roughed me up, and I was laughing. Like, it was so funny because they're roughing me up. I'm like, tone it down, boys! It's funny because, like, even when I'm faced with a situation like that, I still find it just, I mean, I'm in danger, but I still find it hilarious. And like, these guys are being very vicious with me. Like I said, neck on the, they're trying to choke me out. I'm surprised one of them didn't stick a needle in me and give me a booster shot or something, right? Get vaccinated! Anyways, so I go in the back of the paddy wagon, and I says to the fella, I'm watching a tornado on TV right now, squirrel! So I'm looking at the fellers, and I says to them, are you guys in here for standing up against tyranny? And they all just lose it. I sit down with them, they close the door, and we're in this back of a vehicle, in this metal cage, and we're all just sitting there having the best time. Seriously, one of the best times I've had through this whole thing was just being in the back of the paddy wagon with these fucking guys. It was so funny because we kept exchanging information and stories and ideas, and it was a lot of fun. And we just talked about it. They were all arrested for mischief, as was I, and disobeying a court order, which I got out of it by saying, "What court order?" And they're like, "Oh, didn't you see the court order? Everybody's seen the court order." I'm like, "What court order?" And he's like, "The court order where you're not supposed to be in the red zone." I'm like, "What's a red zone?" He's like, "The protest area." I'm like, "That sounds made up." I said, "I'll tell you what, I said, I had no idea there was a red zone." He's like, "There's signs everywhere." I'm like, "Not that I've seen. I got here, I come down a couple times a week, I go yeehaw, yeehaw, have some fun. Next thing you know, I'm getting tackled to the ground by communists. I don't know what to tell you other than that, right?" So the guy's like, "Fair enough." He's like, "Do you have any plans on coming back here if we release you?" I'm like, "Not a fucking plan. I'm tucking my tail between my legs and I'm running straight back west." And he released me on such delusional terms. Then all of a sudden, they drive me up out of town, 20 kilometers out of town, and we're waiting. And the guy can't drive worth a shit. Either he can't drive worth a shit, or he knew we were back there, and he's like, "Man, I'm gonna rattle your brains." And he's like, "Bro, he's off the throttle. He's off the throttle, on the brakes. He's left, he's right. He's driving over every goddamn pothole this shithole of a city has to offer." And it was so aggressive with the throttle that I was able to tell what model of Ford it was with what engine in said Ford. I know my vehicles. I'm like, Boys, I think we're in an F450 chassis. 6.4, 6.7 diesel. Get out. She's a 6.7 diesel. You know, making the noises and shit. Anyways, it's funny because when they opened the other door, we were in this thing for an hour waiting for them to bring more prisoners in. And when they come in, we hear the other side. I hear it. So I knock on the door. There's this little pinhole I can see through, and I'm watching. And I can actually see where I was in the paddy wagon on Wellington. I had all these guys laughing because the whole time we were on Wellington, I said to these boys, I'm like, I'm up at the window, man. I've got my eyes out like this on this little tiny piece of window, and I'm going on like, boys, I said, I've been partying here for 3 weeks. Like that spot right there. Y'all gonna make me lose my mind up in here, and we're all like banging tunes. I said, right there, we were eating cheeseburgers right there. I said, I never thought I'd be sitting in a paddy wagon with this same view. And I got West Block through this little pinhole. Anyways, they let these other guys into the other side. I knock on the door, the other guys come in. They knock back. I say, what are you fellers in for? Oh, you know, freedom and such. And we're all just losing it. Anyways, they take us all, eventually, 20 kilometers out of town. Rough ride, long ride, lots of traffic, lots of stop, go, stop, go. All of a sudden, we're sitting there. The vehicle turns off, the lights go out. We're just inside there in the dark with a little bit of light coming through the window. It was sunset. And we're waiting, and all of a sudden they open the door. It's like, a little bit of light coming through. Our eyes are like, oh, fuck. So we get out, and we're just out in the middle of nowhere. It's a shopping center. And they were good enough to leave us at a shopping center. I get out, and the woman gives me a mask. She says, there's only one warm place to go. It's either inside the bus stop, or it's in the shopping center. And you better wear this. I'm like, are you just assuming that I'm anti-mask? Did you just assume my mask gender? Seriously? Anyways, I went in, I threw it out and I went into the mall without a mask. And the first thing I did was, I don't know if you remember on my live stream, I was bitching about how I went out and I straight up started live streaming and I never ate. I never ate food. So I'm like, oh, I wish I would have eaten. I'm like, I'm going to get some food. I'm like, oh, no, I can't make you guys wait in a live stream while I get some food or some coffee. So I didn't. Next thing you know, 10 minutes after I said that, 20 minutes after I said that, I'm getting dragged to the ground and straight up knee in my neck and like, you know, the guy takes a needle and he just rams it into my throat and he's like, this booster here is good for 28 of them. And next thing you know, I'm fully vaccinated and I'm in the back of a paddy wagon with a bunch of Christian guys who did not appreciate my foul mouth, but also thought I was fucking hilarious. And you know what? We were all boosted at this point, so obviously we weren't spreading COVID in the paddy wagon. And anyways, yeah, so I go to this mall. This is where they let me out. The first thing I do, I'm like, I gotta call my mom. I gotta call my mom, because my mom's gonna be freaking the fuck out. Seriously, my mom's gonna be freaking the fuck out. So I go into the mall, because my mom's like, these Nazis arrested my son. They're gonna kill him. So I'm like, mom's gonna be freaking out. But I look and I see an A&W. I'm like, get fucked. I'm not eating right now. First thing I did, grabbed some food, sat the fuck down, mowed down a fucking double matzo burger and some chicken strips like a greasy bastard, and a glass of water. And I sit there and I'm thinking like, I gotta make a video of this. So I make a video on my Instagram stories. I'm like, hey guys, I'm in a mall now. I finally got my food. First thing when I got released from the cop wagon, food. Get the food. And I'm like, oh fuck, call mom. I messaged my mom or whatever. My mom's like, thank God. And she's like, is this really Tanner? Or is this someone using Tanner's phone? Jesus Murphy. So anyways, that's the story. I hitched a ride with the Christian guys, jumped 4 roadblocks, jumped some fences, and I'm back. And yeah, so let's remember this. 110,000 views so far, maybe 115,000 views on the video of me getting arrested. I am proud of that video so much that I was able to get that, because that shows the world how fucked these guys are. So now, to end this live stream, I'm going to sing you a song. And if I get woke tonight, I'm going to start another live stream later, and I'm going to go out and I'm going to show you the party downtown. And I'm also, just stating this here and now, this is just the beginning. Because this isn't Parliament Hill. This is Holiday Hill.
I hear the train a-comin', it's rolling around the bend. I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when. Oh, I'm stuck in Folsom Prison, and time keeps dragging on. Well, that train keeps a-rolling down San Antonio. 28 booster. When I was just a baby, my mama told me, son, always be a good boy, don't ever play with guns. But I shot a man in Reno watch him die. When I hear that whistle blowing, I hang my head and cry, Suey! Bet there's rich folks eating in that fancy dining car, probably drinking coffee and they're smoking big cigars. Far from Folsom Prison, that's where I want to stay. And I let that lonesome whistle blow my blues away.
Got it. Huh? Oh, you got a red light, huh? Hey, yeah.
You go, Kyle. Where did he go? Is he smoking in Des Moines?
A Demorier? No. A cigarette. Demoriers are joints.
Right. He's having a cigarette?
Wanna go for a cigarette?
No. I don't smoke.
Early one morning while making the rounds, I took a shot of cocaine and I shut my woman down. I went home and I went to bed. I stuck that loving 44 beneath my head. Got up next morning and I grabbed my gun, took a shot of cocaine and away I run. Pretty good run, but I run too slow. He overtook me down in Juarez, Mexico. When I was arrested, I was dressed in black. They put me on the train and they took me back. Had no friends for to go my bail. They slapped my dried up carcass in an Ottawa jail. Paddy wagon. Oh God. I parked my ass in Ottawa tonight. I said I'm not going nowhere, not a scare in sight.
You know what? This is still Holiday Hill. They can take all the trucks they want out of here. It don't mean I ain't staying. Right, Kevin? You take as many goddamn trucks as you want out of here. We are fucking staying, right?
We'll get him back.
Right? Yeah, well, he's already got his truck set. Everyone's like, you're going to lose your truck forever. The guy told me he can come get it back tomorrow. That's how much these losers, sorry, I hate to say mean, angry things, but these losers spread so much misinformation. Same thing with the vaccine stuff, right? They're like, you're not getting your truck back. Ottawa, they're selling it, and they're going to take the money and they're going to give it back to the police. No, they're not giving it back to nobody. You can go there, prove what's his, and it's his. Also, worth noting is that they didn't actually shove a needle in me and make me get vaccinated. I was telling them, listen to this, Kevin. I said when they arrest me, the guy drags me into the crowd. He puts me on the ground, he grabs a needle, and he shoves it in my neck. He's like, here's your booster, bitch! All the people in the paddy wagon were boosted. Anymore.
Cheers to that shot.
Oh, another shot for the boys, eh?
Honk. Shot for the boys. Honk up.
All right.
What time are we going to jail at? What time are we going to go to jail at tonight? Here, call her up.
Yeah, I popped my collar, bro.
You want to go in the morning, like at 12:30?
I'm not going to no jail. Look at I can fly away with this shit. I'm Albertan. I'm a motherfucking
The
Albertan.
smartest man never gets caught, right?
Everyone on their 28th booster be like this, eh?
The demons are here! Vaccinate them all! Murder them! Gas them! Anyways, I think we had some fun here. I think I told you some valuable information. And what I can tell from this moment going forward is that I'm going to end this stream, and if I decide to hit the streets and go kiss some dudes, well, I'll bring this stream back online, and I'll show you what the frig is going on down south there. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Check your email. I can't check my email. The government of Alberta and BC and all the governments have suspended my account.
Did they freeze our shit?
No. Making things up. It's so funny though to tell people that a guy pinned you on the ground and shoved a needle in your neck. Like, didn't even fucking do the whole rubbing down thing first. Like, you don't even dry, boy. 28 booster. And we shouldn't joke about that because if this emergency act doesn't go away soon, I mean, God, you never know what that old greasy bastard Darth Sidious there is going to do with it, right? Think about it. Think about it. Darth Sidious himself, Justin Trudeau, eh?
It
grant me emergency powers. Shoots lightning out of fingertips, eh? Shoots vaccination needles out of fingertips. Anyways, so yeah, what our plan is, we've got a backup thing going with the trucks right now. We've pulled them all out of the city because we can't fight violence, but we can peacefully protest on foot.
We love you.
Which means we bring honkers, which means we bring stereo equipment, which means we party in the streets. The war has begun, folks. They have shown their true colors. They have shown their violence. They have shown the lengths they're going to go through to fuck us over. And the whole world's watching. We are winning. And the people who think because the trucks got pulled out of the city that we're losing, turn on your boob tube, which it's probably already on, and go look across the whole world. Use YouTube, find independent journalism, and you will see the whole world right now is lashing out. We got this shit, guys. Love y'all. I ain't going back to jail, boy. I'm home. What do you mean I'm going back to jail?
At 12:30 we're gonna go.
They told me second time back they're definitely putting the booster in me, right? I'm not even single jab, so.
We'll take 2.
Well, that's the thing. You got to wait 15 days on a normal world, but you go to prison, they'll jab you twice.
You know what I'll do, man? I'll save you.
That's misinformation. I'm joking.
I'll bite it on like a snake venom.
Love you guys. See you in the next one.
Like snake
Possibly
venom,
tonight.
Like snake venom, Tanner.